I am Nina. I am 70 years old. I live alone now. Most days are quiet. In the morning, I sit at the table and drink warm tea. My phone is always near me. I look at it many times a day. Today, I pick it up again. I call my first child. The phone rings. It rings for a long time. No one answers. I wait until the call ends. I stay still. I look at the screen again. I call my second child. This time, the call ends faster. This happens often. I know this situation. It does not feel good. Sometimes, they call me back. When they do, their voices sound busy. I hear many sounds around them. They speak fast. They say, they are working. They say, they do not have much time. The calls are short. Very short. I try to talk about my day. I try to say what I did in the morning. But I feel the call is ending. I hear them move. I hear them breathe fast. They say they will call later. Then the call ends. I hold the phone for a moment. The room becomes quiet again. One day, I look at my call list. I see the names. I see the times. I am the one who calls first. Almost every time. They do not call me much now. I do not ask why. I am not angry. This has happened many times. I know this feeling. It does not feel good. I put the phone down. Then, I pick it up again. I keep looking at it. A long holiday is coming soon. I know the date. I check the calendar many times. In the past, my children came to see me on long holidays. They stayed only a short time. Yet the house felt full. This time, I wonder again. I think about food. I think about what they like. I think about the old plates in the cabinet. I clean the house more than usual. I open the windows. I fold the blankets. I tell myself not to expect too much. Even so, I wait. A few days before the holiday, I ask if they will come. The answers are unclear. They say they are busy. They say they will see. They do not say yes. I read the messages again. I wait for another one. The holiday comes. I wake up early that morning. I make simple food. I leave the door unlocked. Time passes slowly. I sit near the window. I listen for sounds outside. No one comes. The food gets cold. I put it away. The house stays quiet all day. In the evening, I turn on the light. I sit alone at the table. I do not cry. I do not shout. This is not new. But it still does not feel good. At night, I close the door. I lock it. The holiday ends like any other day. The days after the holiday feel long. I go outside in the afternoon. The air is calm. I walk slowly. People pass by. Some walk with family. Some laugh and talk. I hear voices from nearby homes. Doors open and close. Someone calls a name. I keep walking. Later, I sit and watch television. Families appear on the screen. They sit close together. They eat and talk. I turn the sound down. I do not compare my life to theirs. Yet I notice the difference. One day, one of my children messages me. The message is short. They ask how I am. I reply. I say, I am fine. They answer again. They say, we should meet later. They say, not now. They say, maybe next time. The words are simple. They are not unkind. I read the message more than once. Later has no clear meaning. Next time has no date. I do not reply right away. I hold the phone. Then I put it down. I think about what I want to say. I want to say, I miss them. I want to say, I feel far away. I do not send those words. At night, I sit quietly. I look around the room. Everything is in its place. Nothing is missing. But something feels empty. I tell myself, they have their own lives. I tell myself, this is how things are now. I understand this in my head. But my heart is slower to accept it. I turn off the light. I lie down. Tomorrow will come. I will wake up. I will continue. These days, I think about the past more often. I remember when my children were young. The house was loud then. There was always movement. I woke up early every morning. I made food. I prepared bags and clothes. I worked during the day. I stood for many hours. I came home tired. Yet there was always more to do. I checked homework. I washed clothes. I cleaned the house. I listened to their stories. Some were long. Some were small. I went to school meetings. I waited outside classrooms. I watched them walk inside. When they were sick, I stayed awake at night. I touched their foreheads. I waited for morning. When money was short, I worked more. I did not talk about it much. I wanted them to study well. I wanted them to have more choices than I did. Time passed. They grew taller. They spoke less at home. Then they left. At first, they called often. They told me many things. Later, the calls became fewer. Now, I remember those days clearly. Not because they were perfect, but because we were together. I sit in the same house now. The rooms are clean. The noise is gone. I do not regret those years. I did what I needed to do. But now, I notice the difference. These days, I think about what I really want. It is not much. I do not want long visits. I do not want big gifts. I want a short call. I want a simple question. I want them to ask how my day was. Sometimes, I feel small pain in my body. It comes and goes. Some mornings, my back feels stiff. Some nights, my chest feels tight. I sit still and wait. I tell myself it is normal. I tell myself, this happens at my age. Even so, I pay more attention to my body now. When I feel unwell, I think about my children. I wonder if they would know. I wonder if they would worry. I do not tell them every small thing. I do not want to trouble them. I rest. I drink water. I wait. Most days, the pain goes away. I stand up again. I continue my day. But one thought stays. If something happens to me, I wonder when they would find out. I push the thought away. I am still here. I am breathing. I am living. In the evening, I make simple food. I eat slowly. I clean the table. I turn off the light. Before I sleep, I look at my phone one more time. I do not expect much. I know how life is now. Yet a short message would be enough. A brief call would be enough. I place the phone beside me. I lie down. Tomorrow will come. I will wake up. I will live the day. That is enough for now.